Já si pustím na dvošku stream. Vezmu, že už vedete 28:0, ne?
0-0, zatím to je první čtvrtině.
Jo, pekne. Leďa se dostává do endzóny. Naskakují mu sledující pod tlakem.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. You see Nick Foles coming out, the MVP of Super Bowl 52, as he will be the one leading this Bears offense.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Foles will get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Foles dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Jsem asi proti ním hrál, nejsem si jistý.
Now Foles. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Foles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Open man is Kmet, the tight
Pičo, no to bude asi těžké.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Já mám vole jak zmrdno, sorry.
And the Bears first down.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside. And he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. That's complete right side to Kmet.
Fumble!
It's out, it's loose.
Jo,
Say
teď.
something, and they do.
Fumble mi, pičo. Nevím, pičo. Jo. Nevypadá to. Ale jo, je tam pod review, no. Ale jo, 13. Dobré. Pojď.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Back to throw.
Dobře, pojď, ano.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down.
Pičo, Leďa se dostává do endzóny, koukám.
Be vital in this game, able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Harris returning.
Ty pičo, ty mě naběhli, to byl strašný pres. Pojď, Leďa, proměň, pojď.
defensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Kdo?
And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do, because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first
Pěkně,
down.
Laďo, pěkně.
That's good.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he takes it.
Ježišmarja, kurva, něco střelil, dívej.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Down left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 40.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Score.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Now Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Breeze on the bootleg.
Piče.
Get rid of it. He's taken
Dal
down
hovado.
Khalil Mack. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
A idź picia.
That's intercepted. Johnson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Tam byl
We've seen
děkuju.
both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring
bože,
things out
piče,
phase, but I
piče.
suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13, Foles.
Ale teď
Too much
nepřerušuji.
contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Ne, on tam doběh, pičo, on tam doběh.
That down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
11 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend.
Dobře, Busy. Dobře, Busy. Dobře.
Super Bowl. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders
On to
pulling
dal?
out the
Ty
receiver
pičo, čum na
where he
toho,
was
ty.
going, and then they're able to rally to the ball
Tak
after
to
the
jdi do
catch and
piče.
stop him short of a first down.
Tak to bylo úplně tak, kurva.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive
Čáně se ale dobře, kurva.
all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes
No.
all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have the tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Breeze to throw. Open man is Cantrell. And getting this chest shot in midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Bears now on first down. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout.
Nevím, jestli mám kopat nebo ještě hrát, pak je ten spike, že? 13. Kurva, ale já to nestihnu ten spike, co mám dělat? Mám si kopnout? Jo, asi kop. Já vím, a mám pak ještě balon, víš? Ale nevím, kde to dám. Je tady 56 yardů, to netrefím, když mám rovnou. Počkej. Ne, nedoletěl.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field, with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He will find his man on the outside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard
těžký zápas, jak zmrt.
Hang on, we'll jump
Máš kolik? Já se teďka už nedívám.
6-0.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself. This game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Jo, já mám ještě select proti mě, jo, pičo. 1-17, aha.
To beru tělek, nevím, kdo to vzal pičo z ruky.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Number 41.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Breeze. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze.
Jo, pičo, Tomáš, pojď, kurva, pojď. Nádherně jsi to chytil, pičo, jo. Jak 4 a 9? On to nechytil? Proč to nechytil, pičo? Tak to jsem v piči, kurva, docela.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points.
Raga,
Now
ma
look at that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back.
Skoč po něm. No konečně, pičo, pojď, přijavem. Pojď.
Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
Fleck, pičo, co zase děje do piče? Zase já. Když tak bude proti mně, to je jasné, pičo. No, mě vykuš, pičo, ty zmrde. To zase z komína, pičo, tam píska, pičo, muzera nevím. No, easy, pojďme, no, piče, pojďme.
Now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. Smith with a 1st down and more.
Výborně, a pojď, pomaličku, kruček po kručku.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Pičo, výborně, Alvine, ty jdeš. Pojď.
Ty to máš vidět?
Přímo teču.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got his
Výborně jsem spadl kam teda, pičo, krásně.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Tak ten Laďák už je jednou nohou v semifinále. Už jsem.
Vamos, pičo Tomás, pičo, ty jsi můj. Na tebe jsem čekal, jsem tě nechal vychladnout a zase záříš, ty jsi hlavý můj, ty jsi můj hlavý.
Byli taky?
Ne, já mám ještě pičo 1/4 do konce, ne?
Tak?
7-3 minut, teď jsem dal.
Přepnu na přístroj.
Kolik ty jsi hrál, Liga?
17-3.
Co to je? O barák.
Teda viděl jsem fumble, ty? No, pičo. To trošku zahrnul. Hodně zahrnul. No to pak, ale vy tak spočíváte, ne? Jo, pičo.
Ne, já jsem se čekal do piči.
To vzal, jak pičo při to knížek, pičo. Jak láhem v ruku. Byl to zatím pan.
Pičo, tak se dívej, jak to nechyť, škoda, to byl popcornek, pičo. Tak mě cukl, já jsem chtěl trošku jako si pupnout, že mám pičo Ivana a nic. Fumble, pojď mi. Tak to je ono. Na 6 yardech. Ale krásně na 6 yardech, tak pojď si.
Bude zakopal. To je ono.
Pičo, kdyby to stihl hodit, tak by byl nasraný, no. Už čtverečku šel, už pičku úplně. To má, on tam nedoskočil. Alož, pičo.
Touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the
Ale
vision.
na jeho čikmanci, pičo, pome.
Decisiveness, made up his mind about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession.
Like, já jsem do něj skočil.
Let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 43-yard line.
Pičo, ten už je pod tlakem, ten jeho quarterback, ty pičo, ten už neví.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
The catch made by Miller. And he will
Mě docela dost naházel ten foul.
16 yards is the pickup there on a first
To
down for
byl dobrý,
Chicago.
teďka se mu nedaří tady v tom druhém času do zápasu. Ten první pičok tam začal házet ty krátké pasy, tak to já jsem musel otáčel hlavou, jak s tebou.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
O, pičo, jak ho brání. Kurva, vole. To trvalo, pičo, to mi zahodil, vole.
Jsem vyplánoval ovládat, ne?
No, tomu došly baterky, pičo. O, pičo, ti moji borci nic. Výborně.
So far, that probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
Pičo, zase taky, vole, jebnutý, vole, Fields, kurva. No, pomalu. Down po down.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done.
Výborně
They gotta
padají
get
ty
at
diskusy.
least a 3 and out here.
A i ten první trefil ještě jakože víc těsněji.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
That's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive.
Kam to kopl, pičo? Fleck, co se stalo? Proč to kopl jak píča?
Pičo, brusí, ne? Ferkeč. Yeah. Ale brusí hodně snadno, ne?
To je ten trošku bydlivka.
To je klasika, já jsem čekal něco, že víme nevědět.
Ale co já jsem jako měl udělat jinak, pičo, proč to kopl jak píča? No, v klidu. Jo, chápu, jasně.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On ho minul pičo za s tým skokom. Tak pičus.
Musí mít olej ten pič. Čo, ale tam si to udělal do pič.
Tady toto já nezvládám, pičo, tady ty mění taktiky, já jsem piči vždycky. A dostal jsem touchdown, díky moc. Pičo!
And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for an onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. He's back to throw. And it's caught.
Ty pičo.
Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense
Ty
needs to get a
pičo,
stop.
šítak, já to jebu. To jebu.
No co tam rozmrdal teď doma něco dostat.
Ne, v klidu, já jsem klidný. Mám čas ještě, já vím, že mám čas. Ještě.
To je nakopanec.
Já si odpovím snadko.
This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Tam měl asi víc běhat s tím kamarem.
Once again, out comes the Saints offense.
They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Breeze to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Nervózní, piče.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A
man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get this up to about
Jak jsi to dělal? Jako běh, náš R3 potom? A tam měl výběr slam? Jo?
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Kamara.
Co to znamená ten slam?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Čo to tam nestihne tím během?
Back to throw, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Breeze pass.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
To by nekoplo ani piču, no.
To throw is Breeze. This throw is going to be incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal, or don't score.
Já jsem nervózní.
The other team gets a
Já
chance
to je
to
špičo. A ještě pičo bráním, no to je v píči. Jak to je teďka to prodloužený, vysvětlete mi. Normálně teď tedy, že co?
Oni
Teď...
útočí první, tak je konec.
No ale
Jo.
6 minut nemusí stačit, ne? Může se pokračovat dál.
Tak teď jo, že jo, když se hraje o postup.
Dobré, já jsem v píči. Kurva, já jsem nervózní jak mrt.
No ale nechme dostat touchdown.
V klidu, no. Tak pojďme.
If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll be brought down shy
Sedmi overtime.
of the 48-yard line. 7 yards there on first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching teams that
jak
have
zahájil
enough
objednat
confidence to go
cílem
ahead and
pizzu.
run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2
No,
to
ta
go
červená
on
podle mě
second down.
ukazuje, od kdy můžou
Now it
kopat,
looks like
ne
we'll
už.
get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field.
No,
The
není,
Raiders
to je
take a
vždy,
look.
teda
We'll step aside.
jenom v overtimeu vždycky.
Nej, tomu furt píčo, tomu
Fakt?
8 yards to tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a first throw here in overtime.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Tam byl holding, nebo roughing the passer, jo.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out
No,
for. That
to
time
be
it
too
costs them.
Tam bylo dobrý.
Ilegal man dal?
No to jsem udělal poprvé, že si to ukázal na tu hlavu.
Intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Pičko, hezky.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception
Stačí kopnout, pičo, já se tam dostanu, já to tam narvu.
chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Tady ty šimpanzí oslavy, ale jsou toho podbizí.
Na ní vedou si
Running
zuby.
with Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him,
Taken
where he said
quote,
of
really,
himself,
this one,
I love it when a team just hops
So,
on my
Sinan.
back and I just carry them along.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
To nezmění hlava, ty pičo.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11
sets him up first and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Když kopnu, tak je konec, je to tak?
Jo.
Second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that.
A kde to dám? Já to nemůžu najít.
Playtime a special team. Aha, no, tam dávám special team vždycky. Ne, special team. Ano, special team. Tady.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 25 yards out.
Je tam!
Pičo, jaký zápas playoff, ale pičo, ty diváky, jak se naznačují těch obrazovek. A je to tam, jak tam ten Ivan v tom...
jak běží teď.
Tak nemůžu řvát, nebo že nás spí, pičo, ale ten Ivan chytnutý, tohle pičo v potečku. Yes, pičo, yes. Tak já dneska nebudu spát, tak do 4, pičo, v plný emoci. Spadl mi kamen ze srdce. Ty krávo, tak já jsem normálně úplně od oleje, pičo, mám pocit, já jdu pro ručník, pičo, já to jdu vytřít. Pičo, jdu zavat pufím a neokamžitě hrát, bo chci hrát další špíl. A pufy sloukne na vás a pak je to tady, velký špíl. Tak to je věc, píče.
To mě hned zaujal ten smích na tom videu.
Jsem musel uložit,
musel vystřihnout, no.
Stroj.
Co mi jezdíte po pozemku do píče. Ale toto? Já jsem neviděl ty videoko.
Já mrdám.
Jezdíš po pozemku do piče.
Mrdy.
Bez mozek vyjebaný.
Je čumí do mobilu, vole. A tady umírám z takový dramata tam jsou. To je musím dát tu ordinačku. Co dneska zašlo? A tady umírám z takový dramata tam jsou. Přestaňte mi chodit po
Já se dusím, piče.
Ty jsi řekl, že Kosko nedáš chytavky?
Já to nedám. Najlepší, jak se dělá na video, mám ti tady jménu rolovat, pičo, a nejde. Kurva.
V jednu hraje Boston, dobré, mrkl na první třetinu, pičo. On rozdělil toho, že Bergerona s Marchandem a Pastou, kurva. Perfect.
Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of bit.
Zbytečně bohatý zmrde.
To je píči, ty videa stejně.
Čau, vy kundy vymrdaný, vymaštěný zmrdi. Zamni si piču, ty koko, lebo ťa vypáli v noci. Mám to všetkého najradšej, dýchanie, moje najradšej.
You ain't scared of me. Just lead it, but that ain't a parent of me. Picked us on you, a cheater, run up and an air in the scene. I feel just like the Cheetah Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's about my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Think you need a man. You ain't even need one. I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm because I feel like I'm responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan before his plan.
Francie.